right. Hello. Welcome to Avio's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all of the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is Tuesday, January 14th, and we are live in the studio, and I'm excited to be coming to you and talking today about a topic that, to me, has become one of the single most important things in my business. And I know this should resonate with you, and if it doesn't, this is something I want you to think about. The title of today's show is, what are you known for? So, we're going to talk today about marketing and getting work, all right, getting voiceover work. That's what I want to talk about. And I titled this, what are you known for in voiceover? Because we know that things are so noisy today in our industry, right? We know that. We know it is not just our industry, but in general. Because if you stop and think about it for a second, right? Everybody is trying to advertise, trying to market, trying to sell. Social media companies, marketing companies, all of these people are trying to get business. And then there's us we're trying to get business too. Either we're trying to get business from other businesses, or we're trying to get business from, particular like solopreneurs or whatever. We're all trying to get business, but there is so much noise. So inevitably, I always get asked, and I think about this a lot too, how do you separate yourself from the pack? How do you get people to notice you? So lesson number 1 today is, first and foremost, the name of our game is attention. You have to get attention from other people in order to get work. Okay? So if you put up a website, that's wonderful. But if no one sees the website, it doesn't matter if you have the greatest websites in sliced bread, right? So you have to have attention. That's it. Getting attention. So logically, the next thing would be, okay, so you said I need to have attention. So how do I get attention? Right? Well, attention is the idea of getting in front of as many people as possible what you would like them to see. And there are many different avenues. Like, for example, today, my goal is to get as much attention as I can through doing this live stream from Facebook, from YouTube, Twitter, to Instagram. All right. I am trying to get, for a brief moment of time, your attention so that we can build a relationship together. Okay. And hopefully you're thinking in the same lines for your business. But it doesn't have to be like I'm doing here, where it's doing a video. It can be all sorts of things. But needless to say, no matter what I do, getting attention, directing that attention to where you want it to go is everything. Okay, so that's lesson 1 of this marketing kind of overviewing video I'm doing today. Okay? But the second part is, how do you get attention and keep it if you're not known for anything? And being known is the key word there. So meaning, like, how do I get people to want to pay attention to me? Okay? Because I keep putting stuff in front of people and they just don't pay attention to me. So this is where we dive into, what are you known for? And in order to get known for something, okay, you have to do it over and over again. You have to be reliable. You have to be consistent. Okay, and you've got to, get yourself in front of as many people as you can over and over again. So for you, as a voiceover artist, being known for something can be like if you wanted to be known as the trailer person, right? The trailer guy who always does movie trailers. You wanted to be known as the podcast intro and outro person. You wanted to be known as the book trailer person. You wanted to be known as the e-learning person who does medical narration. Maybe you wanted to be learned as the nonfiction, audiobook person who helps corporations with, their sales executives, right? But whatever you want to be known for, you need to be. And maybe you don't even have an idea what you want to be known for, but you need to pick something. It could be also a style in which you talk, that friendly, conversational person who is inspiring. I do inspiring work. Maybe that's what you are known for. And an interesting happens here. When you pick something like that, everything else begins to fall into place. Because all of a sudden, let's say we go with that, I want to be, the friendly inspiration, the friendly, inspiring person, who is approachable, but also I do inspiring things to inspire people to take action, right? For doing things like helping, I'm just throwing stuff out there, maybe helping the environment or, helping humanity or whatever, all right? Now, all of a sudden, not only do you have a platform to build on, I mean, you have a specific, a specific group of people, of products, of marketing that you can go after when it comes to looking for work. But then you also now have a whole platform that you can build, right? You can build upon that, meaning that now you know what to post in social media, inspiring, uplifting content. Now you know what to like, inspiring, uplifting content. Now you know what to share, inspiring, uplifting content. Now you know how to build out your brand. All right? You promote that. You believe in it. It is what you are known for. And when you become known for something, you become more than just a person shouting. All right? You become an idea. Ideas are more powerful than anything. They cannot be killed, right? They can't be forgotten. It's an idea. Perspective. That's what I love about getting enough people to pay attention to you and to your idea, all right, can take something that is nothing and turn it into perspective. That's power. But before you can even try to get there, you've got to be known for something. And you've got to make a decision. Don't get me wrong. I want to take a step to the side here and say, I'm not saying that if someone contacts you and says, hey, we want you to do a silly character voiceover, you're like, no, I only do inspiring work. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can still enjoy other things. But I'm saying that it gives you a platform to be known for. It gives you a platform to build upon. Let's say that you want to be known as the book trailer guy or gal. All right? Well, that gives you, I mean, you talk about unlimited amount of info. Like, I mean, one of the easiest people I find is authors. There are authors everywhere. God bless them. Okay, they're everywhere trying to sell their books, meet people who want to buy their books, connect with other like-minded authors and people in the industry. As a book trailer person, think about everything that you could do. And then you could even pick a genre of a book. But the key here is, once again, getting yourself out there consistently with putting content out there, with putting things to the public so that you become known for something. And when you become known for something, then you become an expert. And when you become an expert, people want to work with you because they trust you, right? Trust is built with consistency. It's built with like-minded beliefs, which is all built by you putting yourself out there and sharing with people your thoughts, your visions about what you're known for or what you want to be known for. And you know what? When you first start, ain't nobody going to pay attention. Okay? The first post, the second post, the 10th post, the 100th post. I mean, just perfect example, you guys. It is an honor and a blessing that you spend your time with me every day at 1 p.m. Okay? And when I first started, barely anybody watched this. Maybe a person, and then they clicked off because they thought it was something else, But as I've built this, okay, consistently, like I have over 140 videos. And I still have tons more to go. I still need to do, it never ends. This is a part of what we do. Okay, but the more I do, hopefully, the more you get to know me and the more I get to know you through your questions, and we can grow together. And that's the same thing that you need to be thinking about your business, whether it's book trailers, whether it's, like I said, corporate narration, whether it's commercials, whether it's working with car dealerships. The wonderful thing about our world today is being known for something is actually easier than ever, and it's harder, but it's easier in the fact that you can find who you want to target pretty easily by simply typing in that buzzword or that keyword into a search on Facebook, on YouTube, on, Instagram, on Twitter. Instagram and Twitter are incredible for finding business names. All right. And by the way, YouTube videos too, because you just type in and you watch videos and there's the company names. Facebook, there's the company Facebook pages. I mean, it gives you the different things, right? It's right there for you. But maybe no one's kind of put it into context like that before. Because we're so concerned, I think, so much of the time trying to find all of the underneath happenings, like what's behind the scenes. What do I need to know? I need to make a website, but I don't code and I don't know how to do that. So should I pick a site should I use, a free website generator, or should I use Wix, or what, do I need a website, but I don't, but WordPress is either cheaper, but then I don't control Wix. What do I use for to put my voiceover demos on, what do I use there? I know there's different things. Do I want that tracked? I heard so-and-so say that was great. These are important things, yes. But what's amazing is if you take care of what you're known for, all the other stuff, it actually becomes way easier and it takes care of itself. Now, does that mean you don't have to do those things? No, but they become easier because people are willing to work with you. There's a difference there. Instead of trying to figure out what people want, instead, figure out what you are going to be known for. Do everything you can to be known for that. And the rest does work itself out. Over time, you will figure it out. But don't put the cart in front of the horse. Okay? Now, you would say, okay, well, Anthony, I need a store before I sell something. And I agree with that to an extent. But I started my business without a website, without a demo. I became known as the nonfiction, short audiobook guy. That's really what I was known for. I did so many. If any of you have been with me long enough, when I first started, that's what you heard. I was just doing audiobook after audiobook after audiobook, nonfiction, short. Either it was summary books or it was self-improvement books that were under 3 hours. That's what I did. That's all I did. That's all I promoted. Okay? Now, that's a good rule of thumb too, because you don't have to be the same. You can change over time. All right? You don't have to keep the same thing. You might decide you want to do something different. But the key here is to push yourself to choose something to be known for. And by the way, it doesn't have to be just one thing. Okay? You can be known for a couple things, but start off with one. Start off with one. Go all in. Go for it. Post your stuff. And I promise you, go deeper instead of wider, and it will help tremendously. There's so much business in this world for us all. Okay? Voiceover artists are so much available. They just don't know we are here. So our job is honestly to make them know we are here. And I think the easiest way to do that is to get known for something. And to get known for something is consistency, reliability, relatability, getting yourself out there regularly. It was a lot of Lee's, wasn't it? All right, I don't know where I just like on a soapbox there for the last 15 minutes. So I need to take a breath. I'm breathing again. So let's see if you have any questions. I'm going to take a step back. If you have any questions, thoughts, or whatever, please feel free to post them in the chats or whatever. We've got Vanessa over on Instagram. Hey, Vanessa. We've got John on Facebook, Woody on Facebook, YouTube, Talon, what's up? Greg, what's up? Steve, good to see you. Colin, what's up? B-Dog at 45. We got Woody. Let's see. Facebook feed is horrible today, or it is my internet. It's probably the internet, man. I've been noticing that there's been a lot of like internet glitches, or it's my internet. I don't know. I usually don't have an issue, but I know yesterday we were having some. So let's see. Talent. I need this information in my life right now. Awesome. Angela, what are you doing right now, Angela? That's an inside joke between Angela and I. Teresa, hi, Teresa. John, you are a real inspiration. Thank you, John. Let's see. Callie, what's up? Hey, it's your soapbox. Tell us what you think you need to know. That's all right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Teresa, hello. It's good to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, thoughts about it, please feel free to post them here. But it's one of those things where I also want you to know that if you want to talk about something, don't think that it can't relate to voiceover. Right? Don't let your worry or your fears hold you back from trying something. Don't. I started my podcast knowing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just talking into a microphone, telling people something that was going on with me. Because the only thing I could talk about at the time was what was happening with me, because I didn't really know what else to talk about. But I could at least talk about what I knew at that moment in time. And if you want to be known for something, which clearly, hopefully we've cleared that up in this show, that you need to be known for something, then either you pick something that you know intimately, or you dive into learning and then document that journey. People want to know that we all want real, you guys, right? We don't want the fakeness anymore. People are done with being fake. People want real. The more real you are, the better. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't strive to try to put on a good performance or a good show, but at the same time, you don't want a canned fake performance. Just like no one ever, when people hire us, they're like, it's not real. We want you to sound more real. Well, why do they want that? Because we don't want fake. We don't want that anymore. We've had enough of it. All right? We've had enough like Instagram feeds where people look like they are, the greatest thing ever. Their lives are so perfect. That's not real. Or Facebook. It's not. We know that. And we are begging for realness. All right? Give it to somebody. And part of being real is showing that you don't know it all. Right? I only talk about a couple of things because I don't know. Well, I don't know it all. I don't know a lot about other parts of the voiceover business. Like, I would not be the person for voiceover, like for movie trailers. I just don't do I mean, I've done a couple, but like, that's not my bread and butter. But what I've done most of my life with theater has been being a teacher. Right? I've gone to school for that. I've done it for years and years. I feel comfortable pouring my heart out to you in that way, because that's who I am. But at the same time, when I started my voiceover business and I started my podcast, I was still new to voiceover. So I documented me learning. And that's why the whole tagline of, this show in the beginning, is, welcome to a VO journey. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I do, because I was just stepping on everything that was screwing me up. I was spending money on things I shouldn't have spent money on because I didn't know. I tried to spend money on ads. I spent money on software. I spent money on whatever I could that I thought was going to help me because I didn't know. I went down the rabbit hole over and over again on so many different things. But the key is that I talked about it. I tried to help others by being open about my journey. You can do the same thing. It doesn't have to be about your voiceover journey. It could be about you learning about cars. There is so much voiceover work out there, dealing with the car YouTube channels. I do a couple YouTube channels on cars. I narrate for their channels. There's so much stuff available for us. Just start getting known for something. All right, let's look back at some of the stuff. We've had some other people join. What's up, Hilton Productions over on Instagram? Good to have you, my friend. We've got Too Rich to Miss. What's up? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Boss Cyanide. Hey, Alan, have been having internet issues all over the East Coast the last 2 days. Yeah, definitely something. Although I can tell you the weather here has been really awful too. So that could maybe have something to do with it. Zach, your soapboxes are great. Thanks, man. They are always inspiring. Just yesterday, I was complaining here that I had no paid Voice 123 gigs, and now 24 hours later, I'm in the process of booking my first one. Weird. Is it weird, or is it, Destiny's act? It's amazing when you start to talk about these things and you put them out there. All right. I don't think it's not related. I do think it is something that is tangible. One of the cool things about doing audiobooks is I worked with a publisher who published old business books, mental growth books and stuff from like the early turn of the century, from like the 1900s. And it was all public domain, but I worked with them and I did these books. They're very long books and tough to read, but the information was incredible. And it was, even now, it's so interesting if you read those books from those time periods, how little, we really believe the same things we've believed for a long time when it comes to our ability to make reality what we actually think about. And, if you talk about something enough, if you want something enough and you keep putting it there in front of you, it will happen. The universe will make it happen for you. It has to, because you're not going to give up until it does. The challenge we run into, right, is that we don't often do that enough. We don't put it out there. We kind of just step back and wait for life to happen. And then as it happens, we make our decision, right? We're more reactive instead of being active. That's why they say being active changes your life, because then you kind of control what happens as opposed to waiting for something to happen and then you react to it. Good for you, Zach. Love the soapboxes. Boss, I'm nervous as hell waiting to hear back from Voice Realm. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Even if they decide not to take you, man, create your own destiny, dude. I'm sure you'll be fine. Colin, totally agree. Imagine you're drilling for oil. Before you start drilling, survey the site to find a rich field, then consistently drill down, down, down. There's gallons and gallons of oil down there. Absolutely. I love that. That's a good analogy. Thank you, my friend. Zach, destiny, I agree. B-Dog at 45, I'm about to try to get on Voice Bunny so I can see if my audio is good. Voice Bunny is a contender out there. They're good. I think for me, I do call in question sometimes the algorithm that they use to determine whether or not your audio is good, and then they use people and you never know which one. So, don't lay your hat completely, I feel, on what one place says whether your audio is good or not, because I've had issues with them where, one time they will accept my work and another time they won't. So I've actually decided that I don't work with Voice Bunny anymore, just because it's so much of a headache to get past quality control. And I've built out a professional studio that I work all around the world now, and sometimes they still say audio is not good. So, just take it. I still think it's a great place to make money, but just take it with a grain of salt, because you could submit something and then resubmit it and they'll accept it. So it doesn't always make sense. Let's see. A favorite quote of mine is, "A wise person knows that they know nothing at all." Yeah, that's true. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Zach, Destiny. Oh yeah, I already read that. Let's see. I was going to ask about plugins, like the UA60, trying to get advice before I splurge, but love that sweet, smooth, velvety sound. You have inspired me more than words can express. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Now, the UA60, I'm assuming you are talking about for Universal Audio. I'm assuming you have the Apollo, is what I'm assuming. I don't know that exact plugin. Okay. Or it, so I'm not sure if it's a mic. I don't know, but I think you're talking about a plugin, right? So I actually use the CS1 plugin, and that's just a regular, like EQ compression and stuff, so that I do it digitally before. So like what you guys are hearing is already being compressed, as well as some key frequencies are taken away so that my audio sounds better. So that's what you guys are actually hearing right now. But yeah, I'm assuming that's what you have, Dwight. If not, no worries. But listen, there comes a point as a business owner, you got to go with your gut. Okay? Because, a lot of times your gut is right. Try it out. But sometimes it's wrong, too. Because like I just pointed out, I was wrong a lot, and I'm still wrong a lot. All right? But hopefully we navigated enough to where we make a decision, collect the data from that decision, be objective. Did it work? Did it not work? If it did not work, cut it out, make a decision immediately, and move forward on to the next thing. Don't hold on for nostalgia purposes. John says, I like the... wait. Did we already... I missed that. Okay, I must have just missed it earlier. Okay. Steve, where do you find ACX summary book? I'm taking everything, but I'm curious. I just jumped in, so I have no idea what the subject is. No, I hear you, Steve. I was just talking about when I first started in the voiceover world, I started out doing summary books on ACX, like on Amazon, meaning like, Tony Robbins. Like I did a summary book on, what is this big wealth book that he'd come out with. It was like, I don't know, wasn't it like 400 or 500 pages or something like that? It was a massive sized book. So the idea with these summary books was that they would take these huge books, hire writers to summarize the books, right? And do ideas of what they thought the ideas of the book were that were under an hour long, so that you could, just like the YouTube videos where you can go on and you can search for like a book and they do the short, like 5 minutes of what the book highlights are. Same thing, and I would narrate them, and they still sell extremely well. Okay, because especially the audiobook versions, because it's quick, it's fast, gets to the point, and it's under an hour, as opposed to you listening to 13, 15, 17 hours of an audiobook, right? You get to listen to 30, 45 minutes. So a lot of people like that. So that's what I did. You can find that you just have to search through the books that are available, right? At the time, summary books were very prevalent. And I don't do them anymore just because of the purpose of I'm busy doing a lot of other things. But, that's what I started on. You see what I mean? And I found them just by looking through what's available to producers. Okay. Angela says, my gut wants chocolate cake. Get the chocolate cake, Angela. John's okay. What do you guys are? JT Hall, off the subject. What kind of camera are you using right now to film this? Actually, this is a Logitech USB camera that I bought from Best Buy. I've wanted to get like a better camera, but this one's pretty good. It was like $200. It's okay. Sometimes it has issues. If I'm not the right distance, it does have issues focusing, as you guys have known on some of the videos. Sometimes it'll get out of focus. And because I have different things like this mic, sometimes it'll focus on the mic. Sometimes it'll try to focus back there. So I've got to make sure I'm at the right distance from things in order to make it all work. You know what I mean? And then if it's crooked, like right now, it kind of looks, I don't know, it looks kind of crooked. But yeah, but that's what it is. It's a Logitech, camera. Okay, let's see. Angela says, I've done lots of summary books through Fiverr. Nice. Kaylee says, haha. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any more questions, I'll wait just a few more seconds. I know there's a delay. But as always, hopefully from this, I've given you some food for thought on what you need to do in order to really get yourself out there known for something. Because you could post all day long, and maybe some of you have thought about, well, what am I going to post? What am I going to put out on social media? What am I going to actually do to get work? What do I say to people? Who do I even go after? Well, once you figure out what you want to be known for, the rest of it becomes very easy, because then everything is just about you posting what you want to be known for. But you got to figure that out first. Okay? Then the rest of it falls into place pretty easily. But that first part is what most people don't want to do, because they don't want to make a decision. As business owners, we have to make decisions. All right, so let's see. A couple people just posted something. $100. Eris says, sure, you have answered this before, but how long were you in voiceover before booking a job? Maybe about 2 weeks. I think at 2 weeks. It's pretty quick. That was on a $40 microphone. Yeah, through ACX. In my Facebook group, I actually posted a couple months ago the first book I ever did, and we all had a good chuckle because it was kind of scary. But, yeah, so about 2 weeks, I think. Let's see. John Clark, working out how far I need to run tonight in order to burn it off before I have it. Talking about the chocolate cake. Let's see. Kaylee, some of your videos really helped me mastering last night. I'm going to get your ACX prep video package. Awesome. Awesome. The ACX is a fantastic course. Fiverr is very popular, and Fiverr is an amazing course too, but that ACX course is fantastic, actually. Really is. By the way, we're going to be doing the ACX Thursday, which I'm really excited about. Oh, and on a side note before we leave, if there's questions that you have, like on videos you'd like me to do, please don't be afraid to post in the comments, after the video's up, or send me a message, or if you're in the Facebook group, put it in the Facebook group. I'd love to, get your feedback on some of the questions you have. Because goodness knows I've done a lot of videos. So any questions that you have you'd like to be answered, I'd love to help out as well with doing those. Let's see. We've got Greg says, struggling with trying to develop a demo. I hear you, man. I help a lot of people do demos. I'd love to do them. So I know the tough is. I have a video on here on my YouTube channel. It's like an 1.5-hour video that you can watch for free about how to make your own demo, which is how I first started making mine. I now work with I have my own production person where I coach and write scripts, and he does the production side of adding all the bells and whistles. So we're a pretty good team. So we enjoy doing demos. But I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is, Greg, to do demos. They're tough. But a good demo, man, will get you loads and loads of business. And when you're not quite certain about your demo, it can lose you business. Meaning, like, if you're not having the right slots in the right places, that's important too. I find a lot of people put the wrong things in the front, put their best work in the back. Happens a lot. You know what I mean? And it could be that they think something is more sellable than something else. So anyways, yeah, keep trying, Greg. Dwight, the art of self-promotion, that's what I want to be known for. Learning from the best. Thanks, Anthony. Well, thanks, Dwight. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Remember, if you've got something you want me to talk about, please do. Please like this, share this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button as well. Also, we have an amazing group called the Fiverr Elite Group. If you'd like to be a part of that, you're more than welcome to. And I actually have 2 other slots open for the coaching program with me, the one-on-one coaching program. I'm opening up 2 more slots, and I take on periodically students, and right now I have about 6 or 7 coaching students. So if you want to be a part of that, you can go to the website www.aviosjourney.com, and there's a place on there. It's called the Mentorship Program. Love to talk to you about it. All right, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.